If I could get down on my hands and knees and say thank you and still be on camera, I would do it. How dumb they are. Alright, so Gabe Horn is awesome. I don't have money to do it. 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 Oh my god, I can't stop joking. I seriously cannot stop joking tonight. Oh my god. What the fuck? Hold up. It's gonna clear up, I swear. Jesus Christ. Okay, it's actually starting to feel better now. What do I do? It's Dark Dave's fault. Meow.
$110.09 from Apple iTunes.
We're soulmates. What? Tiger, tiger, row, 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 tiger, row, row. Copper, 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 fuck you, copper, copper. There, fuck you. I hate my job. gout, 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 fatty, fat, fuck, fuck. They said, Phil, you know, we contribute to you, but it always seems like it's a black hole, because it always seems like no matter how much we contribute, you're always still having problems. You're always still in debt, and nothing's getting better. I agree with you. You don't aim, nothing. You just run. Oh, I'm close. Bleh. Run. Here we go again. Bleh. Run. Bleh. What do I do? I live rent-free in their heads 24/7. I don't want any drama in the stream chat. To a very unplanned impromptu stream. All right, today is the day after Christmas, December 26, 2022, and tonight I'm here live on stream, not doing what I had planned, not doing certainly what I would like to be doing right now. As you know, we just had a series of big holiday events that I did here on DSP Gaming that were very fun and very entertaining, and people really seemed to receive them well and like them and supported them, and I really appreciate that. My intention today was to get back to full-time gameplay streaming and hit the ground running and making a giant push. And what I mean by that is trying to finish up all the ongoing playthroughs that I've been doing following in the game, 2022 following the fun gameplay,
to
wrap them up as soon as
with
humanly
me.
possible, so then we could do my year-end series, which is my most disappointing game of the year countdown and my game of the year awards, and then we could move into 2023 in a refreshing manner. All new gameplay, new playthroughs. You guys currently, just as of this morning, started nominating games for an upcoming Viewer's Choice event. That was the intention. And sadly, sometimes things don't work out the way that you plan. It seems like this year was the year of a lot of things going wrong for me in regards to equipment. I mean, just in this 1 year, my dishwasher broke, my car broke down, my TV died, and now my capture device has died. Okay? So what I would like to do is give you the backstory of my PC, my capture device, how it works, how long I've been using it, all that backstory. Then I would like, for the rest of the stream tonight, to talk with you all about viable options. Already, I can tell you right now, there's many options that are not viable that people keep saying. Here's what I'm going to say. It's this simple. All right? Relax. Because everyone's freaking out, and or people are massively over-exaggerating the situation. Some people are negatively memeing on purpose to try to draw negativity and say that this stream is something that it is definitely not. This stream is not me asking you for money. This stream is not asking for donations. This stream is me wanting to ask for advice on what should we do. What is the best and most viable option for what we can do right now? Because I honestly have no idea at all what to do in this situation. Okay? It doesn't seem like there is a definitive answer that is the best answer.
What do I do?
Like, I'll be outright honest with all of you. If someone literally, this very moment, said on stream, I'm willing to just buy Phil outright a whole new PC and a whole capture device shindig, right? Just forget all this nonsense. I'll just do it. Even that isn't a quick solution, because you can't just buy a PC and a capture device and have them show up tomorrow. You know, especially, you know, for my means, you know, building something that you need for a business, it's probably going to take a while. So that's what I mean. Like, there's literally not money isn't fixing the situation. That's not why we're doing the stream tonight, okay? The way I see it, what I need is a lot of advice and feedback from you on what is the most viable option. But in order to get there, I need to tell you my whole situation of what's going on right now, okay? So shall I get to it? And everyone relax. By the way, if any contributions or anything come in today, I will shout them out. We have one now I'm going to shout out before we start, actually. Thank you in advance. This is as if I was doing a night stream. You know, I can't do gameplay for you guys. I can't capture any gameplay at all right now. It's dead. So because of that, you know, if you wanted to contribute to the stream,
I need that money. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills.
This would have been my normal second session, but there's not much I can really do about that right now. Okay, that's why we're here tonight, to brainstorm what's the immediate solution short term, what can we do maybe tomorrow, until we get to a point where we can get to normal stuff again, okay? So that's what tonight's about. So first off, shout out to someone who did our first tip of the night here. $4.20. If the capture device doesn't arrive in time for the day stream tomorrow, can we get a throwback stream of you doing gameplay but pointing a camera at the TV? No. I already have some ideas, actually, about what we can be doing tomorrow, which we'll talk about tonight. Let's get to that when we get to it. We're not at that point right now, right? Right now, we're going to initially discuss some options. We're going to do some stuff here and figure that out, okay? Thank you, whoever that was. I have no idea who you were, because you did not give me a name, but I appreciate your contribution nonetheless. And, all right. We'll get to all this. Don't worry. Again, people jumping the gun, as I knew they would. All right? But I'm just going to say this up front. Anyone who's on this stream to derail it, I need help tonight. And if anyone's here to derail it or be negative or be a dick and say things and make up shit about what we're here for, like saying, oh, Phil's here to fundraise, you're gone. I mean, you're gone for good. Don't even think of coming back. I had enough. I have no patience for this right now. I just had a really good Christmas. And now the fact that this have to happen the day after Christmas, when I'm supposed to be coming back strong, I'm just having no patience for nonsense. And you're just going to see my foot on your ass as quickly as possible. And that's the last thing you will see on this stream. Okay. Thank you to Kevin, who just did a super chat. He said, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. Okay. Now, also, please do not start typing suggestions in the stream chat, which someone already did. We're not doing that yet. You need to relax. You don't even know what my situation is. So everyone relax, okay? Let me tell you my situation and what's going on, all right? And then we'll go from there. So here we go, all right? So, 8 years ago, I moved here to Washington State. I used to live in Connecticut, and I had basically just adopted direct capture in early 2013. I had a PC that I was using to do it. It wasn't a high-end PC or anything like that at that point. When I had gotten it years before it was, but it wasn't really a high-end PC at that point anymore. I wasn't really doing much gaming or any gaming on it anymore. And at that time, I wasn't doing direct capture. I had an actual digital camera, giant size lens that I used to put on my TV and clean it up and do some adjustments. Basically, in 2013, lots of people were dinosaurs, everything was doing direct capture. Like the last holdout was not doing that content. Call it content. Why are you not doing direct capture? In early 2013, on a Wednesday, I said, enough is enough, let's just do it. And I burst out of my home on a Saturday with my friend John, and we went to Best Buy, and we saw what capture devices they had, and no exaggeration, I bought two on the spot, not even knowing that they were any good. One was an Elgato, and one was an... Was it AverMedia? It wasn't AverMedia. It was another company. I remember the color. It was like a green box, okay? I take that back. It was a black rectangular box with a green line on the front of it that lit up when you used it. Could have been an HD PVR2. I think it was an HD PVR2, now that I'm thinking about it. I think that's what it was called, okay?
Too bad.
So one of them was this Elgato. One of them was an HD PVR2. Came home, tried to use it. HD PVR2 was right out of the box. I said, all right, let's use the HD PVR2. You know, over the course of that year or so, I adjusted to direct capture. You know, things went well. My quality improved and all that. Then I moved out here in 2014 from Connecticut to Washington State. And when I did, sadly, my PC just seemed like it wasn't really going to cut it anymore. I was having a lot of issues. The PC even was having issues turning on. That's not a good sign. If your PC will not turn on, you probably have some issues with the PC or the power supply or both, and you probably want to look into that. So at that point, I was like, listen, I need to upgrade. I absolutely do. I need to get a better PC, something that's kind of top of the line for what I need to do. I want to be able to game on it. I want to be able to capture on it. I want to be able to stream from it all at the same time. Like, that was the intention, was game, capture, stream, everything. I want a top of the line PC. And then on top of that, I said, well, I need a capture device, right? What am I going to use? Now, back then, things were very different. We're talking over 8 years ago. Options were very, internal versus external. Most people told me at the time there weren't that many benefits to having an internal versus an external card. That an external card could pretty much work just as well as internal, because back then, the highest you could do was 1080p. There was no 4K or anything back then. It wasn't that big of a deal. All right, as long as you had USB 3.0.
So if you're going to be an asshole,
PC
you're going to be treated like an asshole. You're going to be shown the door.
Quality, it's not a huge problem.
What
also,
do I do?
Having an external device, if I ever wanted to update it or whatever over the years, is not a big deal. Just buy a new one, right? Big deal. So,
fucking shit.
At that time, I bought this new PC that cost me, no exaggeration, $3,000. In fact, if you want to know the breakdown of that, back in the summer when we went through my closet, the DSP's Closet Cleanout Marathon, you can check that out. I found the invoice of what they charged me for this PC, and I broke it down for you guys, and some people's jaws dropped. They couldn't believe how expensive PC components were 8 years ago. They were shocked and scared, and some people actually defecated in their own pants. It was pretty disturbing, actually. I was one of them. But anyway, so we went back through that, and everyone's like, wow. So that top-of-the-line PC was top of the line for you, right? Not really. I was able to capture and stream fine, but the moment I tried to play a PC game while I did that, the PC game stuttered, the frame rate dropped, and come to find out back then, there was a lot of issues with system bottlenecks, where there wasn't really a way at that time to put all of the load of capturing onto your graphics card. Back then, it was usually your CPU that was doing the vast majority of processing when it was capturing and streaming, while your graphics card would obviously be processing your game graphics, right? If you were rendering a game. And sadly, whenever I tried to play a high-end PC game, this happened over and over and over, where it would just chug and look like shit. And I was like, wow, I really felt like I wasted a lot of money, because I dumped $3 grand into this using the specs that were recommended to me and everything. And the PC never really did it for me in that regard. Now, outside of that, this PC has been the most reliable PC I have ever owned in my entire life. It almost never has an issue where it crashes. The biggest issues I've had over the years is every once in a while my microphone malfunctions. And then I shut down OBS and I restart it, and usually it works fine again. And even if that doesn't work, I restart the computer, completely fixed. So it's not a big deal, okay? The only other issue that I've started to have in the last year was corruption of some of the videos that I'm recording. And that's frustrating, admittedly. If the videos start to corrupt, and now I try to upload them to YouTube, and they won't upload, and it causes my whole PC to kind of mess up. I have to restart it, and now I basically have to go into the archives of my stream, because every time that I stream to YouTube, it automatically makes an archive for me. So sometimes I have to go to the YouTube archives and rip the raw video portion out of there that was the corrupted video I recorded.
Is awesome.
That's frustrating for sure to have to do that. But for the most part, I've had no major issues at all with this PC. I use it every day, all day. I don't even shut it down most days. Every once in a while, I give it a nice restart, but it runs 24/7 every day for 8 years. Seriously, I'm not kidding. This is a beast of a PC.
You chose to break the law.
I've never had in my life.
Live with the consequences.
So despite the fact I haven't been able to PC game on it, I still loved this PC. The capture device, AverMedia Extreme Cap U3. That's the name of the capture device that I've used for 8 years. It's a USB 3.0 capture device that does up to 1080p, 60 frames per second. That's its limit. It does not support HDR. It does not support VRR. It doesn't support any of the fancy bells and whistles that new game systems and TVs do, because it's old. It's 8 years old. It literally was created before those things existed. So how in the heck would it be compatible with them, right? It wouldn't make sense. But for what I've used, okay, from what I have used, and all the things that we've had over the last 8 years, I would not complain about my quality. If anything, like the biggest thing to me that I have had happen, is having to limit my quality because of the website I stream on. Like, I would have been doing, no exaggeration, full 1080p 60 frames per second from day one if Twitch would have allowed it. And they didn't. Back then, they didn't, and they still don't today. Their bitrate today is not sufficient for 1080p 60 frames. So, now that I'm back on YouTube full-time for almost 2 years, I've been doing full 1080p 60 frames. And if you haven't noticed, for the most part, my videos look sweet. However, whenever I play a game that has extreme amounts of action or motion, in particular, you might notice it in first-person shooters, all of a sudden, a lot of frame rate dips happen. Why? Because it's still the same situation where all the capturing is happening through the CPU, not through the GPU. There's a bottleneck, and what ends up happening is that CPU sometimes ramps up to 95% use during these extreme action scenes, and boom, frame rate drop, and even my PC warning me it might shut down and overheat with all these action scenes going on, okay? So, in reality, even this $3,000 PC that I bought 8 years ago never really was able to do exactly what I had wanted. I don't have the outright freedom to just play any game and play it at smooth quality. And I think back then, you know, you're talking 8 years ago, 8.5 years ago, nothing could really do that unless you were spending, you know, insane amounts of money. $3,000 at that time was a lot, but definitely not top
Tiger,
okay?
Tiger.
Basically, that's where I'm at. And for 8 years, I've been happy. You know, I've been streaming on YouTube for over a year and a half, having a good time with the quality that I'm putting out, and everyone seems happy, okay? However, in the last 2 years, I started to have problems now with my capture device. And what do I mean by that? This is an external capture device. It sits on the floor over there. It's got an HDMI cord that goes out to my HDMI splitter on that side of my room. And on this side of my room, it's got a USB 3.0 cable that goes to the back of my PC. It's got to sit there. There's nowhere else it could be. It's got to sit there because the wires are running out of it. You know, it has to be kind of in the middle of everything. What I've actively noticed, all right, in the last 2 years is more and more that capture device has become wonky. All right? Here's what I mean by that. I'll just go near it and I'll touch it with my foot by accident as I'm walking through the room. The whole thing turns off. Now I got to unplug it, replug it, restart OBS, hope it works. Sometimes that wouldn't work. Then I would have to actually restart the entirety of the PC just to get it to recognize it and get it to work again. Okay? That's not good. Now I've noticed increasingly in the last several years, it's become more and more touchy. It's gotten to the point where I don't even touch the device. I'm walking to my window because it's a warm... Oh, let me open my window a little more. So I open it, I walk back, I sit down, capture it.
It's been pretty slow.
What the... I didn't even touch it. How could it be... The vibration of my foot on a carpeted floor made the device capture device malfunction. How is that possible? All right? It must be so touchy, right? Today, basically, this was the straw that broke the camel's back. Recently, Jasper Kitty has been in here maybe once a week. Twice a week tops. Recently. And when he's in here, you know, he likes to play around and he jumps on stuff or whatever. For a while, for a few months there, he was actually liking to go near my consoles. Why? Because the consoles are warm. They've got that heat blowing out of them when they're on. So he actually likes, you know, having the warmth, the warm air. Cats all like warmth, right? And I guess what ended up happening was he realized that the capture device on the floor was pretty warm. It warmed up and it was a little smaller, compact size, but a lot smaller than these consoles, almost like he could snuggle it. So I noticed about a week or two ago, he starts kind of like leaning on it and the thing malfunctions. I said, well, I knew that was going to happen. I know it's touchy, so I get him off of it or whatever. And the other day he was in here and he put his paw on it. And I actually took a picture of him putting his paw on it and I shared it as a YouTube short. Remember that? It was during the Christmas marathon. I showed a YouTube short of him putting his hand on the capture device. I thought it was cute, right? Guess what? The capture device malfunctioned when he did that. So the writing's on the wall here, right? That this is going to happen. So today, he's in here. And he touches... I knew he was over there messing with it. I knew it, right? And we're in the middle of playing God of War. And keep in mind, again, I'm in a big push to get progress in God of War. And I'm playing it, and we play for about an hour. Everything's good. And then all of a sudden, my TV flickers off and on again. I said, what the? And I look down. Jasper has now put his entire body just on top of the capture device. He squished it. Did he do a flying body splash on it? No, he didn't. He's a cat. He just kind of rubbed on top of it. He probably feels it's really warm on my belly or whatever. This is cute or whatever. You know, it's cute. But when he does it, the thing goes off. I'm like, all right, let me do my usual. So I close the stream. I open the stream again. Uh-oh. The screen's black. Like I'm not getting any video feed out of this stupid thing. What's going on? I tried it again. Nothing. So I tell everyone on my stream, so the usual methods aren't working. Allow me to try to totally restart my PC. Sometimes this fixes it, and we'll see what happens. I totally start my PC. Nothing. It's still a black screen. All right. Now, I'm trying to figure this out, and I'm trying to troubleshoot. Absolutely, positively, everything I could possibly do. All right. Over the course of today's earlier stream, so I only got about an hour in of God of War gameplay when I was supposed to get 3 hours in. All right. We're trying to, so here's what we did. Like, literally, let me go step by step with what we tried. We unplugged and replugged the USB. We unplugged and replugged the HDMI from the splitter. We also unplugged and replugged the HDMI from the TV. Like everything. Like every HDMI cable was checked and unplugged and replugged. Okay? Didn't do anything. We tried restarting the PC multiple times. Didn't do anything. We tried messing with the PC settings. You know, there's a settings in OBS for each capture device. And we're messing with the resolutions. We're messing with all these things. Nothing. Nothing is affecting anything. Nothing. The one thing we notice, which is really weird, we're getting audio. But we're only getting audio. We're getting 0 visuals, just black. But we're getting full audio from the console. So it's like, we know the cables aren't totally dead. So what is going on here, right?
I'm very confused.
We're all kind of scratching our heads and trying to figure this out. Did I update the software? Absolutely. The capture device is so old, there's no new software. All right? Because I'm going to explain in a moment. All right? One of the other things that came up later. We're not there yet. We're actually
what
not
do
at
I
that point
do?
yet. We'll get to that. But I tried to update. Oh, drivers are updated. Everything's updated. Okay, for it. So, essentially, like, nothing's working. So someone came up with an idea. They said, try all the HDMI cables themselves. I swapped them out. They all work. There's nothing there. It's all the HDMI cables work. So someone came up with the idea. They said, could it be the cable that's the USB cable from the device to your PC? And I said, well, the only way we could figure that out would actually be to replace that, but I don't think I have a replacement. It's not the standard USB-C cable that you guys would know that would, for example, plug into, say, the back of your Xbox controller right there. It doesn't look like that. It's this weirdo connection. And as I showed it to people on the stream earlier today, they were like, oh yeah, that's called like USB Mini or USB 3.0 Mini, and it was a really weird connection at the beginning of USB 3.0, and then after that they got rid of it and everything started using USB-C, so it was kind of an earlier connection that's now outdated. But I'm like, well, I don't think I have another cable to that, and then come to find out, I did, because people made suggestions. They said, well, actually, those cables were very common for hard drives back in the day. Like if you had an external hard drive, maybe you have one of those cables. I was like, wait a minute. You might be right. And I looked, and I had an external hard drive, a little, I put it away, a little one, you know, a little wallet drive. And I actually had one that actually had a USB 3.0 cable on it. That's a different cable. I said, Eureka, let's try it. So I unplugged it from the hard drive. I plugged it into the capture device. We plugged that into the back of the PC. We booted everything up. We turned it on, and black screen. Got audio, but black screen. Still no video feed, okay? So now I'm like, you know, what else could I possibly do? And we're to the point where, like, I feel like everything that I'm doing, all right, is basically I've reached the extent, the limits of, like, the things I can test or try to figure out. And I will tell you this, I tried one more test during the break, because I had an idea. I said, you know, maybe, just on a crazy whim, what if I deleted the video source? What if I completely deleted this as a video source in OBS, and then I opened up and I told OBS, let's auto-detect a new video source on the PC, add it fresh and see what happened, okay? And that, guys, so you didn't see this. This was not recorded earlier. Here's the results of that test, and I think this is a very telling result, okay? When I did that test, it absolutely did show that the capture device was present, the AverMedia. I added it, and when I did, it gave me a big, fat error, meaning it was capturing the audio, but it was actually telling me now, which it didn't before. It was just showing me a black screen. Now it was outright telling me with these red error messages, no video received. Okay? So that, we tried every cable.
Shut up this
we tried
dude
every test.
a moron.
That tells me that capture device is shot. There is something in it that's been damaged over the years, probably from excessive use and possibly even overheating, that it just will not do video anymore. It's done. Stick a fork in it. It will never work again. Maybe if I sent it off for repair to someone who deals with 10-year-old technology, they'd fuck with it and try to figure out a solution. But for my intents and purposes, that thing is done. It's just, there's nothing I can do about this. Okay? So during the break, I brought the capture card downstairs. I placed it on top of my kitchen countertop. I found like a nice little like a tissue, like a little sheet, a tarp, and I covered it with a tissue, like dun 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 dun. And then I took my meat tenderizer, I smashed the fuck out of it, and the pieces flew everywhere. Okay, I didn't do that part. I didn't give it a finger. I was pretty upset though. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm very upset. All right, and so then. Basically, at the end of the last stream, and by the way, I will shout out a couple of these contributions in a second because a couple contributions came in. Thank you for that. What we were trying to figure out,
what do I do?
Basically at the tail end of today's earlier stream. All right, what are the options that I have?
He was T-posing. He was
before
glitching T-posing.
We can figure out what exactly to do here. All right, now I need to explain this because many of you will not understand this. Okay. My PC is the same PC from 2014. My PC has never been upgraded. My PC has not been updated. I still have Windows 8 on this PC. Okay? I never upgraded it. I'll be honest with you. Here's what happened. In 2016, this was when they were offering to everyone, hey, free upgrades of your PC from Windows 8 to Windows 10. Everyone can do it. And there was two things that happened at that time that really deterred me from doing it. The first was, I basically liked how it worked. Like I told you guys, this is actually the most solid, consistent working PC I've ever owned in my life. It didn't crash. It didn't shut down on me. It didn't have errors or blue screens. It basically had nothing wrong with it at all. If you have a system that's consistently working and you need it to work consistently every day for your job, why would you risk messing with that setup that you know is working, right? I didn't see any possible positive benefit from upgrading this thing from Windows 8 to Windows 10. At the time, it looked like it was working fine. Why would I care, right? Also, keep in mind, at the time when those upgrades were being offered, it was only not even 2 years old. So not even a 2-year-old PC. Why do I have to upgrade it already? It's already fine. Let it run on Windows 8, okay? Now, in addition to that, I'm going to be very honest with all of you again. Previously, my original PC that I bought to do gameplay and stuff, I bought way back in like maybe 2010, 2011. Then, this new PC I bought in 2014. I was fully under the impression at the time that I was going to continue to make good money on YouTube and Twitch. I was going to continue to be able to pay my bills. I wasn't going to get into major problems. And basically, in another few years, if something did happen, all right, oh, the PC's no good anymore, I would just get a new one, right? That was my mindset. And of course, that was a pretty stupid mindset. Because when you have opportunity to maybe do something free or do an upgrade, why not do it? But for me, I was being dumb. And I thought, oh, this will not be a big deal. I will just easily be able to upgrade this thing again in the future, just maybe another few years. Like it was 2016, so I thought maybe 2019, I'll just buy another new PC anyway. This won't be a big deal. And then what ended up happening was in the course of 2016, 2017, 2018, and 2019, my finances fell apart, my debt skyrocketed, I couldn't pay anything anymore, and I ended up declaring bankruptcy in 2020. And this is not the purpose of this stream to talk about the ins and outs of how my bankruptcy worked and why I really had to do it. We've already talked about this many times over the years. Bad financial choices on my part, trolls messing with my livelihood, which concretely hurt. There's a cornucopia of factors that led to all this happening, all right? But basically, I was in a situation where I thought I would be fine. And then I wasn't fine. And next thing you know, I couldn't really afford the things that I used to be able to afford. And I ended up with a PC here for 8+ years that I thought I would have upgraded in 3 to 4. Just being honest. Okay? And there's not much I can do about that. Okay? So, all that being said, guys, here we are. It's 2022, the end of 2022. We're about to start 2023. I have a Windows 8
like someone had
PC,
too much chili at Wendy's.
all right? And I can't upgrade it. And well, okay, that's a lie. Allow me to explain what's going on. Because you might say, wait a minute. you got a Windows 8 PC. All right. So why not just buy a new capture device tonight, have it show up tomorrow or Wednesday, and then just start right there? What's the big deal? Good question. Because my PC runs on Windows 8, it doesn't really work with most modern capture devices, at least from what they say on paper. So allow me to explain after I take a sip of my coffee. If you're going to buy any new piece of computer hardware, the manufacturer is going to try to convince you to buy the latest operating system, the latest configuration of whatever. Why? Because that's mostly what they assume the vast majority of customers will be using. And they assume, and that's really what they're designing their new hardware for, that's what they've tested it on properly, okay? Now, for example, just because you're buying a piece of computer hardware and it says, oh, Windows 10 required, doesn't actually mean that it won't work on Windows 8. It just means that's what they're guaranteeing you it's going to work with, okay? If you buy a piece of equipment and you try to work it on Windows 8, but they only said on the box it works with Windows 10, all of a sudden, legally, they're off the hook. They can't say it was false advertising. They can't say there was any problem. Hey, we told you Windows 10. You should have listened to us, right? But a lot of the times, there is equipment that wouldn't normally say that it works with Windows 8, but it might. Same thing with older versions of Windows 2. It sometimes works, okay? So it's not that it's an outright, there's no way I can buy a piece of equipment right now that would work with my PC. It's that it might not fully work, or it might not be guaranteed to work, because these companies don't want to make that promise. So essentially, if I were to get any kind of a new capture device, I'm taking a risk unless it outright says on the device works with Windows 8. Problem is, most modern capture devices I would buy today won't say that. I would have to actually go and look for an outdated capture device, and therein lies the rub. Go on Amazon. Take a look at the devices. Anything that's in stock usually says Windows 10. If you want to get an older capture device, you can get them. But you got to order from a company. They don't have shipping. You're talking weeks to months to wait. Sometimes there's a premium price involved. I actually found one, which we'll see together tonight. We're going to look at it. They actually have one that's a really highly rated, refurb only. And that would come next week, right? So now you're talking, you know,
what do I do?
Just a refurb, right? So here, that's issue number one. Having a Windows 8 PC, I'm incredibly limited with what will work with it. It's going to be hard to find something that I can order quickly that will work with this thing right away like this, okay? We're soulmates. So now you might say, okay, well then, why not solve the problem of it being a Windows 8 PC? Why not just make it a Windows 10 PC? That's a good question. Let's address that question. I hope everyone's listening, because I know in a few minutes, people are going to hit me with 100 questions I've already answered. This is what always happens on these kind of streams. So please listen up. That's why I'm giving you this very thorough explanation. Okay? My PC is Windows 8.
I don't have money to do it. 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 I don't have money to do it.
Upgrade for free from Windows 8 to Windows 10. Okay? I didn't do it. Admittedly, was that stupid? Probably. But I didn't do that. Okay? So, I no longer am being offered that advantage. I can't get Windows 10 for free anymore. All right? I just can't. It's not offered. All right? Now you might say, no, wait a minute. Well, I know so-and-so who still found a way to do it and yada, yada, yada. Good for you. Yes, because just like anything with PCs, all right? You can find ways around anything with PCs. Why do you think people love building and modding PCs? Because you can always find a back door. You can always find a workaround. You can find a way to do it. Technically, yes, right now, would still upgrade Windows 8 to Windows 10. If you use an illegal method or a method that's not exactly kosher or what Microsoft wants you to do, that's not going to get support, that if it fucks up your PC, you bricked it yourself and good luck fixing it because no one's going to give a shit. Okay? So here's the thing. This is my work PC. This is not my fuck around PC. And if I brick it, big deal. If I crush this PC right now, I can't work. I can't even do this stream for you guys if I ruin my PC. So I can't ruin my PC. Do you understand? It's a huge risk for me to find a way to try to upgrade this PC from Windows 8 to Windows 10. All right? It just is. It's a giant liability. Even if it works, even if the upgrade works fine, are you aware, and I don't know if you are you aware that sadly, there may be a lot of components, software, and other things that I've been running for the past 8 years that will immediately not work. Are you aware of that? Probably not. But that's the thing. When you upgrade to a new Windows, all of a sudden, things that used to always work have a funny way of no longer working. What if this microphone decides to stop working? What if my Focusrite Scarlett UI capture box thingy converter here says, I don't want to work anymore, turn off? What if this webcam, which actually is an outdated webcam, even though it's new and I just got it, it's technically an outdated webcam. What if that doesn't feel like working with Windows 10? What if some of the hardware
if I get down on my hands and knees
inside this PC right now, the old graphics card, right? Or, you know, any of this, the motherboard, just don't feel like working with Windows 10, right? So that's a huge liability. It absolutely is. For me to upgrade this from 8 to 10, okay, could make giant issues for me that I really don't know. It would be one thing, okay, if I were a super tech savvy guy in 2022, maybe this wouldn't be a big deal, right? If I was actually into computers still and I was into troubleshooting and all that. I'm not. I've been out of the PC building world for some 15 years. I don't know what I'm doing. I would probably be just, you know, ruining shit. If I tried to fix this shit myself, I'd probably just make it worse. And I'm nervous. This is a $3,000 PC that I need on a daily basis to do my job. If I ruin this thing, if I brick it, what the fuck do I do when I cannot buy a replacement? There's no option to buy a replacement right now. We'll talk about that in a moment, by the way. But that's what I'm looking at. I'm just like, I just don't know how to do it. Like, do I take the chance of going online tonight, looking at what's available on Amazon, and maybe buying 1 or 2 capture devices from Amazon that say they could come within 1 to 2 days, and if they don't work, big deal, I'll return them, because I can. Actually, there's a store nearby, it's a Kohl's, they allow for quick returns. You just bring it right there, they'll return it right back, you get your credit in like a day or two. It's not like it's a giant risk for me if I buy it, I have to throw it out or anything like that, right? But for me, I'm nervous. What if, you know, I buy them and they don't work? Now what do I do? Now it don't seem like I have many options. Then it seems like the only option I would have left is to actually try to upgrade my PC to Windows 10. And again, there's no guarantee that it's going to work. The upgrade itself. First of all, there's no fully legal path that I see to upgrade. Okay, it doesn't matter what some fucking guy on ZNet wrote or what some fucking Joe oh yeah, I know a guy that just upgraded 15 PCs from Windows XP to Windows 11 for free. Didn't you hear? Yeah, okay, sure you did. Enough of the bullshit. I literally just looked it up, and there's no legal way to do it at all. It's just not. All right, it's bullshit. You're hearing nonsense. If anything, what you have to do is you have to buy Windows 11, which they want you, which I don't want. No one wants Windows 11. You have to buy Windows 11 to do the legal upgrade, which is really even worse for everyone, because now who knows if anything works on fucking Windows 11 these days, or probably nothing. Right? So, you know, enough of the bullshit, people's claiming all this fantasy world shit, okay? It's not true. There's no easy way. There's no guaranteed foolproof way to go from Windows 8 to 10 today. And it's not free. And it's not still supported by Microsoft. That's all nonsense. Yes, there's workarounds that people have found because they fucking hours on the internet fucking in with things and shit. I don't have this time. I'm not going to brick my fucking PC. All right? So, yeah. That's the situation we're in right now. All right? Again, with no real guaranteed good outcome here, in my opinion. I just don't think there's an easy solution to the problem. All right, I don't see. I think either way there's risk involved. I think one way is a little less risky than the other. It still doesn't guarantee that something's going to work. It also doesn't guarantee that I can even do anything tomorrow. Depends on how things go tonight, what we find, because we're going to look in a minute, see what's online, right? So you know what I'm saying? Like all this stuff, all these factors involved. There's no easy fix here to this situation. And like I even said earlier, this is what I was trying to say at the beginning of this stream. This stream is not me coming on stream and saying, hey guys, throw money at me. Because if you give me tons of gifted money, I just buy a new PC. It's not even the case. Right now, if I had unlimited funds, I probably still couldn't get a PC relatively quickly, right? I don't think so. Because I would probably want to get one that has all the shit that I want. And if I get it, it's probably got to be built. It's got to be, you know, mailed. It's probably going to take weeks. When I got this PC in 2014, it took 3 weeks. Yeah, it wasn't overnight. If I get a pre-built, perhaps, maybe if I found a pre-built PC that already was sitting in a warehouse and I felt like it was good enough for my needs, then maybe it could be an overnight or a 2-day deal, right? Even then, when the new PC shows up, guess what I would have to do? I would have to load all the new stuff, load OBS on there, try to get all my settings, all the things set up, get all the hardware working with it again. It's going to be days of work. So there is no throw money at it and fix the problem solution to the problem I have right now. I want you all to understand that. There's some idiots coming on here tonight. Phil just wants money. And Phil said, fuck your mother. No, really. Go tell your mother she should be slapped for having you. Because the shit that you say on the internet is so fucking stupid. She should be embarrassed that you're so dumb. The dumb shit that people say on this fucking planet, on the internet, just fucking get out of here. No, that's not what this is supposed to be. She should have raised you better than to be that fucking stupid and to be so disrespectful to come on someone's stream when they're actually in a situation the day after fucking Christmas.
It's rising.
All they want to do is put out content and entertain people on the internet because it's their job and they can't do it. And they're looking for legitimate help. They're looking for legitimate guidance, some advice. I'm going to need your help in a second as we're probably going to start searching online for different capture devices and options. No, it's not about money. If you think that, here's what I want you to do. Go to the bathroom, open the toilet, put your head in, and fucking flush. Probably the only way you'll get intelligent thought out of your head as it flushes down the fucking bowl. Okay. Excuse me. So, ladies and gentlemen, a few shout outs to do here. And then what we will do is we're going to discuss options of what we can do. All right? That's what I'd like to do here tonight. And again, thank you to everyone who's supporting this stream. This was supposed to be a normal gameplay stream that people absolutely would have shown up for and supported. And I can't do much about that when I don't have the option to do so. Now also, not only are we going to look for options on what to do to fix the issue, but since no matter what the options are, likely I can't get a quick fix, we may need to talk about what I can do tomorrow. I actually have a pretty interesting idea that I'd like to run by you guys. For tomorrow. And I'm interested to see what you guys think and if you would come by and enjoy a stream that's a little different. Okay? Excuse me. Bring back Phil Reacts. How exactly would I react to anything when I can't capture? Okay. So, let's do some shout outs. First of all, Barely Legal. Oh, hold on. Alex Roberts did an insulting super chat, so I'll just ignore it. The Cat did a super chat talking about a credit card company. Eat these nuts. Barely Legal gifted 5 memberships to the channel. Thank you so much, Barely Legal. Just so you guys know, memberships that are
copper,
January's
copper.
monthly goal.
There, fuck
so
you.
Even if you do memberships now, they actually count towards the next goal. So congratulations to Cody Omega, Cheetah Man, Golden Colts Backup, Cabbage, and Play Tower of Fantasy. Congrats to all of you, and thank you, Barely Legal, for the channel support. Jasper Kitty did a super chat saying, I broke your capture card. What are you going to do?
Not what I did.
Nothing, because I don't blame Jasper. The capture card was on its last legs for many, many years. Sure, maybe it would have lasted a little longer if he didn't lay on it. But at the same time, this thing was bound to break one day or another.
A mutated creature that would look like it was sitting in a wheelchair.
We just need to find a solution. Okay? Pixel CPC re-upped their membership for 18 months. Sorry about the card. Best of luck to you. Thank you very much, Pixel CPC. And 2 last names also became a channel supporter and says, Tom's Hardware has a guide. You can get it free. Yeah, we already talked about this. I'm not wasting my time.
Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
All right.
How much you guys want to bet that Phil doesn't even know how to make a Windows 10 bootable USB via the media creation tool?
Okay, now. We got a few tips to shout out, and then we'll get started on solutions. All right? So, some tips that have come in. I got a $2 tip from Lady Charisma. It says, here are some recommendations. Actually, the first one that you're recommending, I already know about. There's 2 versions of it, and we'd have to talk about that. Because sadly, that Elgato, the new version would not work. At least, again, wouldn't work if what they're saying is true. The newest version of the Elgato HD60, which is the HD60X, claims it only works with Windows 10. Now, there's an older version called the HD60S or S Plus. Those claim they work with Windows 8, but they're outdated. You can't buy them new. The only way you could buy it is a refurb that it's going to show up anytime soon. And even then, the refurb is saying it wouldn't even show up until Thursday, which isn't that bad, especially because Wednesday is my day off anyway. But it's a refurb, and that's a chance you're taking. Buying a refurb and not knowing if it's going to work or not. Obviously, like I said, not real risk. If it doesn't work, I can easily just return it because it's you know, my local Kohl's takes Amazon returns. Okay? So, thank you, Lady Charisma, for the first suggestion. Your other suggestion is an EVGA XR1 Lite. And they're saying that there's a bare bones. I guess we'll have to look into that one, okay? So, you know what I'll do? I will save your tip here, and I will not delete the email so that way I have the links from Lady Charisma, and we can maybe look at those together. Like I said, I know the HG60 or HD60 sadly would not work, at least from what it says, okay? Now, hold on. Oh, my neck. Neck is stiff tonight, probably because of stress, honestly. When you get stressed, my neck, my back tend to hurt. Let's see here. There's a $1 tip. Gee, I wonder. You mocked me last week for telling you to upgrade your stuff. Okay. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. See, the capture card from 2012 was never going to last, my guy. Okay, good for you. By the way, you can stream from your PS5. Okay, let's go ahead and let's address that because people were suggesting that earlier today. Let's address that option. We weren't gonna do suggested options yet, but let's do it. We might as well get this out of the way. No, I cannot stream from my PS5 or my Xbox Series X. Why not? Is the option there? Yes. Am I able to stream from those directly to YouTube if I would like to? Yes. Are they viable options for a professional streamer? No. They're not viable options. Why not? Because you may not know this, because, you know, maybe you don't do this for a living. If you use those systems, number one, the quality of the video is poor. It's not full quality, 1080p, 60 frames. It's a degraded, laugh sounds like compressed version. It doesn't look good. That's number one. Just being honest, okay? Number two,
does that sound
when
like
you use those systems, you have absolutely,
no,
positively no
like that
control over your presentation. For example, ooh, somebody tipped.
I don't have money to do it. 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 I don't have money to do it.
There's no animations. Oh, let's get that person on the leaderboard. Oh. There's no leaderboard. Oh, look, here's an asshole going crazy saying nasty things. Guess what? Even that, the moderation and everything is different. It's because basically when you stream through a console, everything is going through the console first, then basically being broadcast to YouTube. It changes everything.
Oh, here we go.
You
now
don't
he's talking about
have
WWE champion.
control
So he's a piece of
over
shit.
your stream. You basically
piece
have
of
control over
donkey
the
shit.
gameplay.
How about
and that's
this?
about it. There's
How about
no
this?
easy way to
WWE
moderate it.
champions.
You cannot run pop-ups.
Right.
You cannot do shout-outs. It all
WWE
goes
champions
away.
lives
So
rent
what
free in
exactly
your
would be the point of me
motherfucking head?
streaming if I can't
I
be a
don't
professional
think about
streamer?
WWE champions.
Those systems that
You
are built
do.
into the
You
PS4,
probably know
PS5,
way more about the
or
fucking
the
game than
Xbox
I
One,
ever
Xbox
will,
Series
'cause you're an
consoles
idiot.
Are
You're an
for
obsessed
casual
loser.
gamers who want to just be a silly stream for my friends to watch or maybe casually. That's not. There are zero, and I mean this, zero professionals on the internet who do this for a living who use that built-in shit. That's just like you want the absolute bare bones ability to do it with absolutely nothing to make it professional quality. That's what you use, and that's fine. For the common person who wants to stream, absolutely positively let that be a good viable option. But not for someone like me, it doesn't work. And everyone out there who makes a living doing this, it's not viable, okay? So, there you go. There's your answer. No, that's not going to happen. Now, there was another suggestion as well. However, I'm going to hold off because I'm going to see a couple more tips came in. I almost guarantee probably someone asked anyway. So let's go ahead and let's do that. So here we go. Oops, I'm on the wrong mouse. We got a dollar tip that came in here. And it's annoying. It's an annoying troll idiot, so you can go fuck yourself. Please kiss my ass. And then on to the next. Dark steel citadel structures built from dark steel yield to neither assault nor age. You know, I wish I had known about those dark steel structures a little earlier.
If you're going to be an asshole, you're going to be treated like an asshole. You're going to be shown the door.
Dark steel. Anyway, this is actually the person who does those tips that sound like Magic the Gathering cards or whatever. I think that's what that is. So thank you for that. A couple more shout outs. Jonas did a super chat saying you can stream from a console. Already said can't do that. You can easily update your PC to Windows 10. False. That's completely false. You'd rather just panic and have an extended pre-stream instead. False. Completely false. So thank you for the super chat. Wrong. 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 Congratulations on being wrong 3 times in one statement. It's actually quite challenging to do that. Like, you'd have to be like, so the sky is green, grass is purple, and I have a brain in my head. If you made that statement, that would also be similar to what you just said. Congratulations. Shake My Hand 420 became a member tonight. Thank you very much, Shake My Hand 420. Appreciate that. Connor X Crash did a super chat. Said Microsoft... Bleh. Try this again. Microsoft provides a legal way to upgrade Windows 10 for free. Flash the install into a flash drive and upgrade your PC. I'm also Pixel CHCC. You have 2 accounts. Oh. Now, I did see something about that online. They're saying if you want to do it, in fact, that's what they're saying. If you want to upgrade at all from an older version of Windows, like Windows
I need
8 to 10,
that money. I really do. I need that money.
Like,
Pay
it's
my
not
bills.
even download the software and have the software do it for you. That doesn't work anymore. That did work at one point, and that doesn't work anymore. But also, it's not even that easy for what I'm to understand. I have base Windows 8, okay? Apparently, you have to upgrade from Windows 8 to Windows full 8.1, which has a bunch of updates in itself that may not work properly. And then once you're running fully on Windows 8.1, okay, then you have to do this flash drive update that then could possibly flash your PC from 8.1 to 10. It doesn't guarantee that it will work because it's actually not really legal. It wasn't intended by Microsoft that anyone would be doing it this way. They just thought that everyone would be doing the free upgrade in 2016, and then that would be the end of it. Like, they thought that would literally be it. That now all these people doing it are doing it this backdoor way. That's not the way that was intended by Microsoft.
What do I do?
Supported, and if anything goes wrong, you literally brick your PC. There's no way to revert it back. So that's a pretty big liability on me. You know what I'm saying? Okay. The cat did a super chat. Why don't you take fish oil or prune oil tonight? What? I couldn't. I was trying to get to my fish and prune oil, but my long dangly testicles kept clacking between my knees because they hang so long down, and it was excruciating pain as they were clacking back and forth like one of those perpetual motion machines. And then I tripped, and the Metamucil jar that I have on my table to keep me regular just exploded right in my face. I said, "Oh! Oh!" And then my hand got caught in the large bush-like growth of ear hair coming out of my ear.
Yes, they said that you're a gay boy, and that we're gonna make love to each other tonight.
Okay, very exciting, very good discussions tonight. Jesus Christ, people!
Special delivery.
All right. Okay. One other thing before we start looking for more viable options here, all right, of what to do. All right, there is one other thing that should be discussed because some people are already saying it tonight. It's absolutely ludicrous. So let's address the elephant in the room. We got some people on the stream tonight that are literally saying, are you ready for this one? And I quote, Phil, why don't you just turn your webcam towards your television and have your webcam record the video off your TV like you used to do
Have some salt.
back in the day before you did direct capture. Okay? I'm not kidding you. There are some people actually saying that tonight. Okay? Now, I know this may sound shocking to some of you who have logical minds like mine, as if, you know, nearly a decade ago, the tens of thousands of people on the internet who were literally completely insulting me, saying I was a dinosaur, saying that's the most, your videos look like shit, they sound like shit, you know, what are you doing? Are you an idiot? Who would do this? Who would play games like this? Everyone is upgraded. You did not. What is your problem? Why are you so stubborn? Why are you so obstinate? You're losing your viewership. You're using your viewer base. You're going to fall. You're going to fail your business. You're going to go out of business. You're going to lose everything. Everyone's going to make fun of you. You're going to become the laughing stock of the internet. What are you doing? We love you and your content. Why don't you listen to us, Phil? Why don't you listen? Listen, Phil, we love you. We care about you. All we want to do is see you succeed. Phil, please upgrade your setup. Stop using your stupid camera, pointing it at your television. I live rent-free in their heads 24/7. If I could get down on my hands and knees and say thank you and still be on camera, I would do it. To do this, shall I? Back then, you may not realize this, because most of you probably don't know this. Back then, it wasn't as simple as, oh, I had a webcam and I pointed at my TV and this is how I recorded footage or anything like that. It never was. Originally, I did have a crappy digital camera. It was only a 480p digital camera, so it wasn't even widescreen. It was 4:3 aspect ratio. And I basically had this camera pointed at my TV at an angle, a weird angle, okay? So my original videos for like the first year looked terrible, all right? Then when I finally got a widescreen camera, even then, there was so many issues with focus, white balance, contrast. Take a look at my older videos for the first 2-3 years. Admittedly, they looked like shit, correct? They did. They absolutely, positively looked like shit. Fair enough, right? But then what happened was, I actually upgraded my camera. I ended up getting a better digital camera, and then after a while, I got an even better one. And this one, the last camera that I ended up using, okay? Excuse me. The last camera that I actually ended up using had a big lens. The lens was probably about this big, pretty big. Take a look at my hand. You know, you're talking. I could probably fit all my fingers in there like that. It was a large lens. Okay, very large lens. That's not me doing something rude or crude. That's me showing you the size of the lens on the camera. Okay, and with a large lens like that, I was able to get enough light, and it was a Carl Zeiss lens too. The Carl Zeiss lenses are really good for like light balance and intake and things like that. Okay, so basically with that camera, with that size of lens, okay, I was able to get the maximum amount of video footage in that lens, right? Just like penetrating the lens. Okay, I gotta stop doing that. So basically that lens allowed me to have good video quality. Okay, enough of the joke. And even then, it's not as simple as you think. So right now, there's a webcam pointed at me. What I had to do back then, all right, because this was not a camcorder or whatever, this was a digital camera. And on the fly, I had to adjust things like light balance, gamma, focus, constantly. Like every time that the scene would change from one to another, a cutscene would start. Every time that the lighting changed from one set of lighting to another, I had to constantly be adjusting. It was not easy. It was a lot of work. It absolutely was a pain in the ass to do that kind of recording back in the day. It just was, okay? Now, to give you some comparison, back then, we're talking 2011, 2012, right before 2013 when I went to Red Capture. Even with all that, people were telling me the quality is shit. It's far inferior to Red Capture. You don't want to do that, right? Literally what people are telling me to do now, all right, is take this webcam right here that has a lens that's, I'm not kidding, take a look at how small my fingers are right now. You ready? I'm going to put this up to the lens to show you the size of the lens on this camera. That's the size of the lens. I'm completely holding the lens in my fingers right now. Do you see that? Look how small. Smaller than my eye. See, that's the lens on the camera. Why do you think that when I'm filming here on the Level 1 podcast, all of a sudden the lighting goes bright and dark and bright and dark? The lens is so small, it can't figure out the proper lighting for the room. All right? If I were to take this camera and point it at my TV, it would basically look like shit. It would cause the color would be off, the lighting would be on, off, focus would go in, out, in, out. That's not what these cameras were made for. All right, I did my absolute best from 2008 to early 2013 to basically, what do they say? Fake it till you make it. I didn't have technological skill. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was just fucking around with a camera, pointing at the TV, and somehow, through some miracle, it was really my personality and my commentary that really made people like my content and me. You know what I'm saying? So that's the deal. Like, we're doing that in 2022 is not going to work. I mean, on a whim, maybe if I put this webcam at the TV, I do. There's no way we're going to come back to that shit, including me. I don't want to do that either. By the way, then where's my webcam? There's no fucking face cam. The webcam is pointed at the TV. There's no face cam. So now you don't get to see me on this, right? Like, what are you talking about? By the way, the fucking audio is absolutely atrocious bad. Do you know what the audio sounds like in this webcam? Any clue? I've never used it. Do you really want to? Do you want to go inside that tin can that it sounds like? Or trying to get the audio of the game through my mic? You're out of your mind.
Blah 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 blah.
Look like shit. It's gonna sound like shit. I'm gonna feel like shit putting out that shit content on the internet. I don't like shoveling shit. You know, I want to put out quality for you. This is my job now. This is serious business. You guys have been generous enough to give me a living, to allow me to have a life, putting out meaningful content for you. I feel like I should actually give you quality content, not shovel you shit. You know, like a lot of people wouldn't give a fuck. A lot of people would be like, whatever, I don't care about what I put out. I'll just put out some shit tomorrow. Throw me money. As long as you're throwing me money, bro, that's all I care about. No, I'm not going to shovel you shit and then expect, support in return. That's ridiculous. Look at tonight, right? I'm not doing any quality content for you. I know I'm not. There's no gameplay here. This sucks. It sucks that I have to do this stream, but this is what I'm doing. Am I expecting anything? No. Look, $8. What a shocking surprise. I'm not doing anything of real meaning, and I'm not getting support for it. Wow. It goes hand in hand, guys. I'm not going to put out garbage content. I'm just not. Okay? Okay. A couple more quick tips. Let's see here. Okay, I already shouted out. Okay, a couple more quick tips. Because what we're going to do is we're going to see what's available to order quickly. I'm going to propose some other things to you guys as well. All right. This is not a quick tip. This is the same asshole. This guy literally hasn't figured out yet that I'm just not reading his nonsense anymore. He just keeps talking. It's like he's talking to himself. Jez Spirit said if everyone tonight donated $1 or $2, you can afford to buy a new capture card or even a laptop that has Windows 10. You should upgrade ASAP. It's only going to get harder. I do have a laptop with Windows 10, but it's not a good laptop for capturing. Like, we already looked into it earlier today, and I read to people the stats of the laptop, and they're like, yeah, that's not going to cut it. For 1080p 60 frames, it's not good enough. You need a better laptop. This isn't a high-end laptop. This is a cheaper laptop, which is fine. It's exactly what I needed for my purposes. This laptop is to monitor chat, do shout-outs, update Twitter, go to my forums, and update. I'll do a forum post on it. You know what I mean? That's what this laptop is for. This is not, I'm going to stream and capture and do all that shit off the laptop or anything like that. Nor do I want if I'm going to get it, I want a PC. I don't want a laptop to do that. Laptops are limited. I don't need a portable computer to do that. I'm never going to be moving the computer out of this room. Why do I need a laptop for that, right? So, and no, Jez Spirit, listen, I appreciate the dollar tip, thank you, and I appreciate the sentiment. No, I'm not asking for that tonight. I'm not saying, hey, everyone, so my capture device broke, so everyone throw me money so I could buy a whole new PC and shit. That's not the purpose of this stream, okay? Please understand that. Okay, Condor X Crash had done one more super chat, saying, I upgraded Windows 7 to 10. Upgrading for Windows 8 shouldn't be an issue. You can upgrade without the flash drive. Well, again, let me reiterate, all right? Again, upgrading to Windows 10 is not necessarily out of the question. I want to say that.
Phil, we contribute to you, but it always seems like it's a black hole because it always seems like no matter how much we contribute,
not me saying
you're always still having problems. You're always still in debt and nothing's getting better.
I don't want to do it.
I agree with you.
I have to do it because it's too much of a liability that I will destroy this PC. Or I will basically make it a ton of issues here where half my shit won't work. What if this microphone doesn't work? this audio box thing, I don't know what it's called, the Scarlet, doesn't work? What if my graphics card stops working? What if any of the components in there that I don't even know what the fuck is in there, an old hard drive or whatever that's already having issues, what if that stops working? What if any of the things that I have plugged in right now to the PC just stops working? Now, how do I fix it? I'm already on Windows 10. I'm not reverting back, so you know what I mean? I got to figure this out. Now, here we go. Here comes the can of worms. That's exactly what it is. It's like opening Pandora's box. Like, I have the possibility of something nice, but more than likely a bunch of fucking evil demons are going to come out of there and just fuck me. And I don't like being fucked by evil demons, just so you guys know. Some people might like that shit. I'm not into that. All right? I like things how they are. Okay? Okay. Windows 10 loses support and updates in 2025. Yeah, well, Windows 8 lost support now. Windows 8 is no longer supported. I actually got the message and everything. Even in my browser, Google Chrome said Google Chrome is no longer supported in Windows 8, so you can never get an upgrade to Google Chrome again. You can't, like, nothing is updating anymore. They've all, like, limited themselves, right? Okay, fair enough, Slurms McKenzie. Fair enough. I'm glad he brought this up, actually. So he says, didn't you find other capture cards in your closet during your closet cleanup? Indeed, I did. This one's an internal one. This one's an external one. They don't do 1080p. They're so old. They're like 2012 models. The absolute highest they'll do is 720p. And the worry is that because they're over 10 years old, that whatever the shit is that they use, the codecs or whatever it might be, that the video files will be ginormous. Because it doesn't have any of the modern compression of anything, you know, from the last 10 fucking years. And it's going to be insanely outdated. Basically, these are worth like $5 each. They're just junk. They're so monstrously outdated that they're probably going to be nothing worth using. Okay? This one I wouldn't. This one's internal. This is exactly the same card, but external. It wouldn't even make sense to fuck with the internal at this point. So this I could probably just, like, you know, throw out the window. All right. If I was gonna do it, I'd probably just do the external USB 3.0 here. You know, again, it's not out of the question to try using if we can't find a more viable, better option. Obviously, the whole goal here is not, oh, let me just find a 720p solution. No, that's not what I want. I want a 1080p how I was doing. I don't want to go back now because my thing broke. I want to find something else I could do that's 1080p. I don't want, you know, if we can't find something 1080p for weeks and weeks on end, and this is our temporary solution, that's one thing. That's fine. But this is not the solution. It doesn't even do what I'm doing now. This is not the answer to the question. This is maybe the Band-Aid, and then later on we got to find this thing to stitch. You understand? Okay? Fair enough? Okay. Anyway, so that is a viable thing as a backup if we can't find anything else. Raise Media Official did a super chat and said, did you see the tweets from @TV Ramon? I mentioned UVC capture cards, which are plug and play with all modern operating systems, including Windows 8. No. No. And reason being likely is because I can't see most tweets. You know, my Twitter got so attacked so badly that it actually got, like, limited interactions. When people actually, like, talk to me, I don't even get to see them most of the time. It's only if I follow someone and then they respond to my tweet, I can see it right away. But outside of that, it's very hard for me to ever see a tweet. No, I didn't see anything from a TV Ramon. Nope. Nope. Okay. If you're wondering what I'm doing, some people send me emails. Intriguing offers. One person says that they actually have a... If I could get down on my hands and knees and say thank you and still be on camera, I would do it. I got another offer from someone saying, where is this one? It's an AverMedia. Hold on, let me find it. Why is it? What the hell? It's the worst website I've ever seen. It just blew up on my browser. I can't even read it. AverMedia Live Gamer Portable 2 Plus Stream 2 Victory. I think I actually saw this one on Amazon. He's saying that it says it seems to be compatible with Windows 8.1, but I don't have Windows 8.1. Technically, it should still work with Windows 7 or Windows 8. It actually says it works with Windows 7. If it works with Windows 7, it should work with Windows 8. I think it just says 8.1 because what they're trying to say is it'll work with Windows up to 8.1, right? I think that's what they're getting at. Here, let me take a look here. I am running I am on Windows 8.1. I'm on Windows 8.1 Pro. Okay. I am on Windows 8.1 Pro. I didn't even know that. I thought I was on base Windows 8. So this might be a viable option. This actually might be a really viable option if the thing works. And this is someone that I trust. This is someone that's actually, supported me over the years. I hope it works. Let me see. God, this thing is stupid. It's the worst website I've ever seen. It's like in my fucking face. I can't even read. It's like extreme zoom. So, this person even is offering to priority overnight this capture device to me. Look how dumb they are. I wonder if it would actually show up tomorrow. Probably not. It's too late now. What am I talking about? It's 8:20 p.m. Pacific time. There's no way I'm getting this tomorrow. I guess the earliest I could get this is Wednesday or Thursday. AverMedia. Yeah, hold on a second here. Because this may be a viable option. This may be what we want to do. Here. AverMedia. Right, AverMedia. Live Gamer Portable 2 Plus. There it is. Yes, I could buy this myself. It's only $100. I could buy this myself right now off of Amazon. There it is. Doesn't say... See, on the website, it does say Windows 8. It doesn't say that on Amazon. It doesn't say anything on Amazon. It just says PC, Mac. It doesn't say actually it doesn't say the operating systems. See, the thing is, I know it's AverMedia. I know it'll likely just work with my setup anyway, which is nice. Ultra low latency? Now, what is that? Ultra low latency. I mean, I didn't have ultra low latency on mine right now. I know it's 10 years, it's 8 years old, so there's no way I had ultra low latency on my existing capture device regardless. You know, it kind of makes sense. I should just say yes anyway. Because even if this doesn't work, at least there's an option on the way. That's better than zero options right now. right? It's low latency plus marketing. It's just marketing lingo. Ah, that's pretty funny, actually. You're probably right. It probably is. Likely what it is these other ones have 4K and this one doesn't. And they say, oh, low latency. Like, it doesn't even mean anything.
What do I do?
Probably bullshit. You're probably absolutely right. All right, you know what? So, I think I'm going to accept this offer from this person. This is someone who I absolutely trust. This is someone who has been around for a long time, has supported me over the years. And this is someone who is absolutely offering to give me this right now. He's barely used it in years. Can mail it to me right now free of cost. Okay? I think this is a good option. Here we go. So, yes. Yes. Rich from Review Tech USA. I will absolutely accept. No, it's not Rich from Review Tech USA. That would be something. No, it's not that fucking jackass.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills.
Here's my address. I'm going to give my address. Now, I better not say my address publicly because you guys know that I live in a very private place and you guys would never know where I live, right? Very private. Very, you don't know. No one knows where I live. There's no possible way anyone could know my street address or anything like that. Everyone knows this, correct? Right. Okay. I totally wasn't doxxed. The first fucking week I moved here 8 years ago. It's really funny. Okay, hold on. And I will say this, because this person will likely be watching this video if they're not watching the stream live right now. Okay. What the? Small. Stupid thing. So, I have so many people who over the years, all right, have been around and have helped me out in so many different ways, all right? And in particular, there's some people that have been around for a very long time. This particular person, and boy, don't worry, I'm not going to say anything personal about the person that people would figure out who they are. This person has been around for so long. This is a person who way back in the day, remember years and years and years ago when I moved out here and I was selling collectibles and shit? This is actually one of the people who bought one of my statues for a lot of money, and it helped me out at that time when I really needed the money. This is a person who has been an ongoing supporter of mine for a very, very long time. And I really appreciate that this person out of nowhere is making this very generous offer to give me a capture card that looks like it will work with my setup. It's the same company as the card that I was using. It's just a more updated version. Much like my webcam. Let's be honest. This webcam right now, okay, is a webcam that is from a viewer who said, well, I have the more modern version of the webcam you've been using for 10 years. And they provided it, and it's beautiful. Look how clear this webcam is compared to the old webcam, correct? It's super good. And remember how bad these Christmas lights used to look behind me? You couldn't even see the color. Look, you could see green and red and blue. You could actually see them now because this person was so nice, right? So in this particular case, thank you so much to this person. Again, not going to say the name. So I've asked them to send it. Now, it's 8:20 p.m. Likely by the time they send it, probably tomorrow. Even if they overnight it, it might come sometime on Thursday. It may come Friday. So perhaps we still want to look at another option. Perhaps we want to talk about what I should do for the next few days. Okay? Allow me to split the part. As you know, I do one. Well, you know what? Should I do a 2-hour video? Should I just say, fuck this, just make it a 2-hour... Fuck this. Just make it a 2-hour video. Hopefully YouTube doesn't screw up, though. Because YouTube tends to have a lot of issues with longer videos where they stupidly... Oh, your video's long? Watch it sit in processing for 17 hours. You know, because they're stupid. All right, let's do... Hold on. We got a shout-out to do. Okay? I received a $25 tip from an anonymous tipper saying, I'm sorry about today. I was actually looking forward to the endgame stuff of God of War. Me too. We got 1 hour in. We killed 2 dragons. We killed an optional boss. And then this shit happens, right? Hopefully the whole setup will get updated soon. Stay warm, people. All right. Thank you to the anonymous tip. $25 tipper here tonight. All right. And with that, it's 25 plus 9. 34. I had to use my brain. I don't like using my brain. Thank you very much. All right. So here's the deal. Okay. Thank you very much to that person.
It's been pretty
Again,
slow.
This is my only late stream tonight. Normally there would have been a second gameplay stream that people would have been able to come and support, and it didn't happen. You know, and I can't tomorrow. There's no gameplay tomorrow. It doesn't matter what. There's no way that this capture device is riding tomorrow.
Motherfucking
So there's no
piece
gameplay
of
tomorrow
shit
at all.
cocksucker.
So if you guys could support the stream tonight, just thank you in advance.
Mark my
I really
fucking
appreciate
words.
that. Now, here, since we got
I'm
a
coming
replacement
for you.
device on the way,
I'm gonna
it's
find out
viable
who the
that this
fuck you
device
are.
may
You
work.
motherfucker. You
May work.
are
I
fucked.
hope so. This person is saying it's
Let
a
this
functional
be
condition.
noticed
They barely
live on
use
the internet.
It says it works
You're
for Windows
fucked.
8.1. It's the
And
same
you are
brand
done.
I was using. So everything would seem to point to the fact that this will work. Correct? Like I think so, right? And why wouldn't it work? So here's a question. Couple questions. Number one, should we put all our eggs in one basket? Should we 100% say, let's trust this to work? All right. Or should we have a backup? Should we do something else? Should we do something else? Should we order another one? You know what I'd like to say? Because hold on a second. Remember the person that said they're in holiday travel? What I'd like to say to them is, so I have someone sending me a card, but once you get home, let's talk. Thanks for the offer. Because this person is they're on holiday travel. They might not even be back for a day or two. And then what's the point? You know, I guess we'll have to see. So there you go. Okay. So anyway, why is my email not updating on my phone? It's weird. Okay, it updated it. That took a while. That was just odd. It took so long. Okay, so anyway, so yeah, I don't like putting all my eggs in one basket, because what happens if this person, this very generous fan of mine, sends this capture device, it comes in 1 or 2 days, we plug the sucker in, the fucking thing won't work, right? Now, like, well, I really feel really smart that I sat around doing nothing for 2 days, and now we have no backup, correct? So probably a bad idea. So I guess the question is, do we want to do something as a backup? And I think the answer is probably yes. By the way, thank you for 100 likes on tonight's stream. I don't know why I got 100 likes on tonight's stream. I don't feel like I put out anything of value for you guys, but I will still blow bubbles to say thank you. 3 big ones. They were oddly large. Let's try again. That was much better. I don't know what happened that first time. There we go. I have no idea what happened. Anyway, thank you for liking the stream. I'm appreciative that you guys like the content I put out, despite the fact that this is not what I was intending. Okay? All right, now. So first of all, do you guys think we should do a backup? Do you think that we should maybe find something that's, you know, maybe on the cheaper side that we can order? We're already getting this AverMedia GC513 Live Gamer Portable 2 Plus. That I'm getting. Okay, that's showing up soon. Within a few days. If not, within 2 days. I guess we'll see. Okay? Now. What I was looking at on Amazon, I closed it. Oh. Boy, I'm smart. I closed it. You fucking idiot. Close the thing that I was looking at that I needed. Let's try this again. Jeez, I'm dumb. 1080p. Oh, USB 3.0 capture. Here we are. Of course, now you get 1 million. But the thing is, I need something that I can get within a few days. So what I need to do is look at Prime delivery. Here we go. Yeah. Here we go. Oh, this is actually... So actually, the first one that popped up was the AverMedia that I'm getting from the viewer. Let's see here. By the way, tip came in. I'll shut that out in a moment. Thank you. What am I seeing? Oh, I'm sure this $19 one is a good option here. Oh, yeah. 1080p, full 60 frames, Type-C adapter. It's going to be... This has definitely got to be top of the line stuff right here. Free delivery this Thursday. Getting right on it. That $19 sucker. That reminds me of many years back here, I had the Wii, and I was trying to do direct capture from the Wii. Why? Because the Wii, I actually have a Model 1 Wii. I don't have money to do it. 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 Did that? But I had the older Wii that would backwards compatible play any GameCube game. So I was trying to find HDMI adapters for that thing, so I could capture, and I bought like 4 of these fuckers, and none of them worked. They were all shit. And then finally, it was actually, shout out to Kekin. Remember my moderator Kekin from many years ago before he retired from being a moderator? He said that he had one, and it was way more on the pricey side. But it worked, and I got it. It was like maybe $50, and I bought that one as opposed to like these shitty ones, and it worked perfectly, and I never had an issue with it. So, very nice. I like how people are laughing that I said, yes, he retired. He didn't want to be a mod anymore. He basically said that he wasn't watching my content anymore, and it was a lot of stress being a mod, and he wanted to move on. What's wrong with calling him a retired mod? Why is that funny? What should I say? He quit? No, he did. He officially said, I retire from being a moderator. I don't want to do it anymore. Right? What's wrong with that? Why people laugh? Why is that funny? Why is everything a joke? You know what? Fuck you. I'm just kidding. You know what? I'm incredibly offended. Fuck all of you. Fuck you all. Fuck. I'm just kidding. He just didn't want to be a mod anymore. That's retirement. No. Like right now, if I just said, I'm no longer streaming, I've had enough, good night and good luck, everyone. And I got up and I went like this. Laugh sounds like ack. So when I laugh and I go, or does that sound like ack? No. It sounds nothing like that at all. Enchanted hat of money buff reduces your salt levels while the hat is worn. What the fuck? See, now, if I didn't come back, if I had just stayed gone,
business related,
wouldn't you have said, well, I guess Phil retired, right? You would have said that. Or did Phil just retire? Is he actually really not coming back? What's wrong with calling it that? Anyway. All right, so... Anyway, Kekin actually had recommended a better capture device that was a little more expensive, and it worked well. But the thing is, these capture devices on fucking Amazon are out of control. Yeah, I'm really sure if I spend $18.99, I'm going to get like an HD 1080p 60 frames per second amazing capture device, right? Like, what are you, crazy? So what else do they have here? Mirabox. There's the AverMedia. See, the latest AverMedia, which obviously I would like to get. I never had an issue with the AverMedia devices. I think they're very good quality. But the latest one is $170, which is fine price-wise. The problem is it says right on it, Windows 10. And I'm like, It's called, if you guys want to look at this, it's AverMedia GC551G2. I'm almost positive it's Windows 10. It doesn't work with Windows 8.1, which is what I have. I'm almost positive.
$110.09 from PayPal.
There's another one too. It's yeah, we're just looking external for now. We're just looking external for now. We're not looking internal. I could easily get an internal. What's the point? Well, I mean, it's not going to be any benefit to me to have an internal, external. It's going to be the same. I'm only doing 1080p 60 frames. I'm not doing like 4K. It's not going to help at all, you know. Same thing here. AverMedia Live Gamer Ultra GC553. Again, it says 4K 60 HDR pass-through. It's $178. Actually, nah, this one will come on Thursday. But again, I'm almost positive this one says it's Windows 8, or excuse me, Windows 10 only. Everyone keeps saying this. Everyone keeps saying the Elgato HD60S or S Plus. You're correct. I looked into it. So if you look at Elgatos, all right? In fact, I will look for this right now. Elgato. Okay. Yes, here it is, the 60S Plus, okay? Absolutely, apparently that one is old enough. I'm a pussy. That one is compatible with Windows 8. However, here's the catch on that one. It's not available. If you order it now, the earliest it can come is January 3rd to 5th. There's also, you can get it faster, but only if you get a refurb. And I'm really kind of skeptical about buying a refurb. I have really not had many good experiences in my life with refurbs. If the thing already failed once, especially with the amount that I'm going to be using it, right? I'm going to be using it like all day, every day. This is not a casually will use this thing. You know what I mean? What is the chance that a fucking refurb is going to work at any kind of length? King's Corner says, I actually have an Elgato HX60S Plus upstairs, but I'm in the UK. You won't get it anytime soon. If anyone wants to offer me something like that, yes, I will accept it. Please email me, darksidephil@hotmail.com. We can talk about it behind the scenes, and I would accept it. It doesn't matter if it comes right away because someone will be shipping me something right away, supposedly.
I don't have money to do it. 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 I don't have money to do it.
Cool. All right, this person says, this is the same person. They're watching the stream right now. They're going to try to ship it to me starting tomorrow. They're going to pay for overnight.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money.
Like Wednesday. It might take Thursday or Friday or longer. You know, depends. You know, you do overnight delivery with like FedEx or something. You don't know it's going to show up the next day. But they said that they would give me a tracking number and all of that. So, cool. Cool. All right? And this person's East Coast of the U.S., so this is not, oh, this is someone, you know, in the U.K. and it's going to take a week or anything like that. But yes, to Kane's Corner, if you wanted that Elgato, absolutely. And, you know what they say. Redundancy is a good policy. That's not what they say. I don't know what I was going to say. But being redundant is good. Having backups is always a good thing, correct? So I would absolutely, if you wanted to send it, I would absolutely accept it. That way, if something goes wrong with this one that's coming, we got a backup, correct? Okay. All right, yeah, so yeah,
what do I
this
do?
HD60S Plus, if I could order it right now and it would show up in like 2 days, I would get it. But it doesn't show up until late that first week of January. So, okay. Yeah, Kane's Corner, thank you. Absolutely. He's going to test it on his laptop first. As long as it works, he's probably going to send it. That's fine. Jade, no problem. I know you're not feeling good today, Jade. You know what, Jade? Wow. I just realized something, Jade. What a day to not feel good because you missed nothing. Of all the days to not feel good, you missed. I did 1 hour of God of War. You didn't miss a damn thing. So I guess if there was the day to not feel too good, I guess today was the day. All right. I hope you'll come back tomorrow. You'll chill and feel better. All right. Welcome, Derek. How you doing? Oh, you had a nice Christmas dinner. Hot pot. Christmas hot pot. Yummy. Sounds good, huh? Bruzy. No, Bruzy. Bruzy, we looked at Best Buy. I did mention this. I didn't mention this on tonight's stream. Earlier today, we looked at Best Buy because someone was like, "Could you just go to Best Buy and buy something?"
Thanks, Derek.
No. When we looked at Best Buy, they only have things that work with Windows 10. They don't have anything that works with Windows 8. We actually checked. The only things they have in stock there is like the most recent one. It was the HD 60X++ or something like that. That's Windows 10 only. They also had an AverMedia that only worked with Windows 10. So that, you know, that we can't do. Sadly, I can't just drive to Best Buy and pick something up. And there's just no other options. There's no other electronic stores anymore. They've all gone out of business. There used to be a Fry's around here that would have this kind of shit. They went out of business 2 years ago. These places don't exist anymore. Sucks. You know, I wish I could sort by delivery time. Can't I? I can sort by price. Why can't I sort by delivery time? They won't let me. Why not? Because that would be perfect. Condition new. I don't see it allow me to sort by delivery time, which sucks because I would like to do that. Hello, Sogo. How are you tonight? Am I going to keep Jasper off my new device? My idea is hopefully keep the device over here near the PC. I got an HDMI cable. I think it should be long enough. If I get my stuff long enough here, it should, hopefully the capture device should be in a place where he's not going to want to lay on it. If I had it next to the PC here, he probably wouldn't have laid on it to begin with. Keep in mind, I've had this on the floor for years. He only just in the last 2 weeks started laying on it. That's how cats are. All of a sudden, oh, this is my new thing now. Here's my new thing that I like. And that's what he's been doing, you know. But I don't think that Jasper is the issue here. It was that thing was old. You know what I mean? Connor, that's what I'm doing. He says you can filter it to only be Prime shipping. That's literally what I'm doing. I have it all filtered to only Prime. Everything here looks cheap, like $30. You're not going to get a good one for $30, you know. You're going to have to pay a decent amount of money to get a capture device that you're going to be able to use all day, every day. And sadly, the ones that I'm seeing that can be delivered in like 2 days look like they're all Windows 10. Like this one here.
What do I do?
This one says Windows 7. What the hell is that? It looks like it's a car lighter on it. What is that connection? What the fuck is that? Capture card for Windows Linux. HD loop through. Game dongle. Grabber. Game dongle grabber device. That's what this thing is described as on Amazon. A game dongle grabber device. Ding dong die. That's a little odd. That's a little weird that they're calling it that instead of just like a capture device. What's the brand? Mokose, M-O-K-O-S-E, USB 3.0 HDMI SDI video capture card with HD loop through game dongle grabber device 1080p. Get your hands off my dongles. Hey, those are mine. Oh. Dongles. All I want you to do is capture my games. Hands off the dongles down there. Ah. It's just I would feel a little weird trying this one. It's $200. It claims Windows 7. It actually says Windows 7. So this one might be really old if it works with fucking Windows 7. Right? What is SDI? I guess this weird connector.
It's a delivery.
It's a delivery. What the fuck is SDI? What the hell are you talking about? Does anyone know what that is? It does HDMI too. But what the fuck is SDI? Of course I remember FireWire. I definitely remember FireWire. Oh, SDI input. What the fuck is an SDI input? I never heard of it. This thing actually has a dedicated... Is that a power adapter or is that just a light? No, it's just a light. I thought it had a separate power adapter. It's just a power light. It's weird. Serial digital interface. What the hell uses that? It's a very old digital interface. Why would this have HDMI and SDI? Right? It's weird. Some of these days, that's what I mean. It's $200. $200 for that. So do you really want to trust that? Do you really want to trust that thing is good? And that comes on Thursday if I order it. Really? Like, you know, you really trust that shit? $200 SDI. Mocos. Right? Mocos. A lot of these are just crap. $30. It can't be any good. There's no way. Just like I said, just like the HDMI adapters for the Wii. If you're buying something that's $20, $30, there's no way that that thing's any good. Oh, yeah. $78. HDMI video capture card, USB 3.0, 4K, loop out, 1080p, 60 frames per second, zero latency. Audio capture device for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, PC, DSLR for live streaming and recording. I don't think they literally they put every term possible into the name of it. Like, I don't think you could fit another name into that. It's like they just took every technical word and slammed it into the title of the product on Amazon. Zero latency, $78. Zero. Windows 7 Windows 7, 8, 10, iOS, Mac, OS, and Android. It works on every operating system possible, even Android. This thing you could plug into your Android tablet. It'll capture video, according to this.
Fun.
Yeah, right, dude. Yeah, right. Are they out of their minds? They don't even have a high-definition picture of it. It looks terrible. What's the company? It doesn't even have a name. What's the name of the manufacturer? Kedok. K-E-D-O-K? Kedok. Like, wait a minute. Like Kodak, but misspelled? It's... Yeah. It's bootleg Kodak. It's a knockoff Kodak. Oh, my God. It says, oh, compatible with all streaming applications. OBS, Twitch, TikTok, XSplit, Steam, YouTube. It says all this. I'm not shitting you. It says all of this in this product description. Oh, yes. It's the TikTok capture device. I didn't know they sold those. Who knew? Right. This is ridiculous. What are all the ports on this thing? USB-C DC in, USB 3.0 out. So this one needs its own power adapter. Interesting, because my AverMedia never needed its own power adapter. This one apparently has its own individual power adapter, which I've never seen. I've never seen that before. What's the reviews like for? Oh, 5 stars. Stunning 5-star reviews, just like every product on Amazon. Full 5 stars. Oh, the best product I've ever seen. Let me find the reviews. Let me read them. I'm sure this is a great product. Oh, here we go. You ready? Great quality. I actually bought this as a fill-in until my Elgato got here. Well, you know, the Elgato's going back because this is here. It's such quality. I wish that they made an internal version. Right? Here's another one. I'm super happy with my purchase. Very good quality, super solid, easy to use. Hook my computer in with HDMI card and a USB to my iPad. The quality was remarkable. Comes with a manual, but it's pretty self-explanatory too. Great price. This is highly recommended, right? You know what's funny? Which I know for a fact, Apple devices have HDCP. Apple devices don't let you just capture from them. So if this person is saying they just took their iPad and they plugged it in, they're lying. It wouldn't work. It would say error. You need to actually have an HDCP bypass system in order to rip from any Apple device. So unless they're saying this device also for $78 is also an HDCP bypass device, this is a horseshit review. And by the way, all these reviews just came in the last month. Here's the third review from November 30th. It does what it says. The capture device works perfectly for me to capture my screen at 4K when creating courseware. I capture as I go using OBS, then I edit the final result in Premiere. I capture both Windows and Linux sessions. What? Sound and video come out the way that I expect. I'm almost thinking I want to order. I'm curiosity. I think I want to order this thing to just see if it works. And if it's terrible, we can laugh at it. I can return it, right? Like I'm thinking, like I should order this. This is funny. It sounds so. It's how could it possibly work? Here's the other review. I'm happy with this, with the smoothness. I've got the desired effect. I got the desired effect. With this, you can use the laptop to play Twitch. The material is also very good. The collected pictures are very clear, and the sound is also synchronized. After playing for a few days, the effect is still very ideal. The fluency is very satisfactory, and the desired effect has been achieved. What the hell? Yo, I gotta get this now. Yo, I totally have to buy this. There's one more review. There's only 5 reviews, but they all came in the last 3 weeks. They all since November 30th. Actually, 4 weeks. Where's the first one? Where's the last one? Wait, did I read them all? I thought it said there was 5. No, I guess there's only 4. Those are the 4 reviews. Yo, those are great. This is the best, by all accounts, this is the best capture device literally ever created. I don't know how.
What do I do?
Better. If it has the desired effect and the smoothness it remains of the image over time, right? Especially if I'm capturing from Windows or Linux, right? I mean, man, can you imagine being compatible with both Windows and Linux capturing? That's, and also, I mean, the unprecedented amount of compatibility here. OBS, Twitch, TikTok, XSplit, Steam. These are all equivalent apps, of course. YouTube. These are all very equivalent things to be listing, right? I kind of want to get this now. Because I know I could return it. I can just go bring it right back to fucking Kohl's. Secure transaction, ships from Amazon. Eligible for return, refund, or replacement within 30 days of your receipt. Yeah. Right? I think I want to do it. Anyway, I got some shout outs to do. I got a $1.25 tip from Phil Eats Shit. So how many other capture devices you bought when you moved? I remember the video where you bought 3 capture devices. They only do 720p. That's it. I have them right here. So this does 720p, this does 720p. Okay? Derek, you're heading out for the night? All right, Derek, I'm going to talk about the schedule in a few minutes if you could stick around and not leave. I'm actually going to tell you what I have interesting plans for tomorrow's streams, unique stuff, something that's not expected. I'd like to do tomorrow. If you could stick around for a few more minutes, I'll tell you, because we're getting to that. That was going to be like the finale of tonight's stream.
Thanks, Derek. I appreciate that.
Okay. All right, so thank you, Phil Eats Shit, for the tip. I got another $1.25 tip from Phil Shits. He said, I think you missed my tip. No. I just shout out Phil Eats Shit. Your name is Phil Shits. You're 2 different people, supposedly. At least you're using 2 different names. See? So I thought that you were 2 separate people. You're not? Are you saying that when Phil Eats Shit and Phil Shits, it's 2 completely different people Or it's two same people. I'm very confused now. Derek, you'll stick around. Awesome. I also received another $20 tip from Super Batcat. Here's a little tip for a new capture card. I think I want to buy this one. Because I can, if it's a piece of dog shit and we test it later this week and it's really junk, I can return it easily. I'm really feeling like I want to get this just on curiosity's sake, because there's no possible way this thing could work. It's a $78 device they're claiming does up to 4K. It works with Windows 7, it says. Windows 7. Just think about that. It's the most compatible device ever created. It apparently is the best. It has the smoothness of image and desired effect, either on Windows and Linux. It works with the TikTok. How could it not be a good device? Right? Right? So I think maybe we should go with this. If it's crap, I could do a capture card review. Exactly right. That's what I'm thinking. I think, for curiosity's sake, I might order this stupid thing. That's right. You can't forget the smoothness of image. The smoothness of image may be the highlight. It says this will come on Thursday if I order it within 3 hours. I'm going to add this to my cart. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm going to add this to my cart. Oh, I can get a 3-year office equipment protection plan. Well, wait a minute. I think I should definitely get that for only $7.99. Oh, I mean, come on. I mean, I'd be a fool to not buy the office equipment protection plan. Right. There is no way this thing works. See, there was actually another one. This is interesting. There was a device here. This one was recommended by a viewer, and they said that this one probably works well. This one was being offered by B&H Photo. For those who don't know, B&H, fucking stupid thing. B&H Photo is a company that is a little different from like Amazon. Like basically this company is a privately owned company, and they kind of have to stand by their products, because if they have returns, it's on them. It's not like, oh, it goes to a giant multi-billion-dollar company, you know. So they had this one, but they actually have this on Amazon, and they're guaranteeing that if I order it from Amazon,
what do I do?
That this will also come on Thursday. But there's a cheaper one. There's two models. One is HDMI and SDI. The other one is just HDMI. The one that says it's just HDMI says that it would come on Friday. Oh, people are saying I didn't update the leaderboard. I didn't. You're right, guys. I'm a little like worked up with shit tonight. You gotta forgive me. I was busy reading Amazon reviews and I almost pooped myself in hilarity. So that means we are at the Gunner Glasses level. Thank you. Derek, I know it's like everything broke this year. You're absolutely right. He's like, what a year for your TV, now this. Dude, you forget my dishwasher, right? You forgot my dishwasher's busted. You forgot my my car broke down. It cost me $1,100 to fucking fix. What a year for breaking. I might as well just go break other things in my house with a baseball bat. Lock and load, little lizard. Full measure. So that way when the next year hits, everything's, you know, already broken. It can't possibly break again, right? Anyway, this is called AV Matrix. It says HDMI to USB 3.1 Type-C uncompressed video capture card. And it says recorder stream HDMI. And it does 1920 by 1080p 60 frames. It automatically detects incoming video format and transmits it via USB.
They said, Phil, you know, we contribute to you, but it always seems like it's a black hole. Because it always seems like no matter how much we contribute, you're always still having problems. You're always still in debt, and nothing's getting better. I agree with you.
Yada. It doesn't say, all it says is Linux and Windows. It doesn't say, like, you know, Windows, it doesn't say, like, Windows 8. It just says Linux and Windows. This was one that was listed on B&H, and B&H usually stands by the products.
But if this one just happens to be on Amazon, if I order this one, it comes Friday. This one has 3 reviews. Let's see all reviews. Great. Wait a minute. It says 3 reviews, but only 1 with text. I guess people just threw numbers at it. One, it has 2 5-star. No. What? How could it have? That doesn't even make sense. The one review that has text says, using it to stream HDI video and analog and OBS sessions, very satisfying. Oh, this person only used it for SDI. I'm not using SDI. Huh. Well. Anyway. I'm not getting... I wouldn't even get the SDI version. There's 2 versions. It's basically all 5- and 4-star reviews for this device. I'm debating getting a few things, and again, I could return these if they don't work. I could easily... What the fuck just happened? I didn't click twice. Go back, you fucker. I could return this if it doesn't work. Or if I just don't want it, I could... So I could get 2 different ones here. I could try that $78 Magic Box, and I could try this AV Matrix.
It's been pretty slow.
One, and this one's $150, so it's a little more expensive, but it's probably a lot more reputable. I do. George, yes. George says, do you have an Amazon return center near your house? Absolutely. The local Kohl's that near my house takes Amazon returns. So basically, if I order these, one of these should be coming.
PayPal.
Yeah, one of these should be coming on Thursday. One should come on Friday. And I have the viewer who's sending me the AverMedia, and that's coming as soon as possible, but we can't guarantee when, right? Let me take a look at how much this would all be. Let's take a look here. Oh, the AV Matrix isn't Prime. Shit. No, I'm not paying $30 for shipping. Fuck that. No, I'm not. That is a no-go. Let's back that sucker out of my cart. Absolutely not. I thought it was Prime. I had checked off only Prime, and the fucking thing didn't listen. How do I get this out of my cart now? Quantity 0. Quantity fuck off. There we go. I fucked it off. I fucked it right off out of my cart. There we go. The Magic Box, that one's free delivery on Friday. So that one we'll keep in there. Absolutely. The Magic Box. Let's go back now. Because now I feel bad. I wanted to kind of get 2 to mess around with. Alright, let's see.
What's in the box?
This is going to be an interesting week. To say the least, my friends. This will be a weird week because it looks like I'm not really doing any real major gameplay for a while. At least I have Wednesday off. So that kind of gives me a day to work with. But tomorrow will be a weird day, and I have ideas for tomorrow, and I'm going to tell you guys in a minute what I'm planning on doing tomorrow. Connor, thank you for the support tonight, and thanks for the suggestions.
Just miserable.
I appreciate your help. I think you're going to like what we're doing tomorrow because I have a really genuinely interesting idea that you guys had actually suggested earlier in the year, and I think tomorrow is the perfect time to do it. Okay? When did I get my capture device? 2014. I've had it for 8 years. Over 8 years that I've been doing it. All right, hold on. So now I got to go back. Yeah, this sucks that this one isn't Prime. Why isn't it Prime? Fuck, man. Bullshit. Oh, shit. The other version, the one that has the SDI in that I don't need, that one's Prime. So that one would come on Friday and would have free shipping. But that one is $30 more anyway. That one's $179. So either I pay $30 for shipping and get it Friday without the SDI, or I pay the $30, get the SDI, and the shipping's free, and I still get it Friday. They're both $180. Yeah, I don't think I want to do that.
don't think I'm going to do that. It's kind of stupid. All right, let's go back then. Sucks. Sucks. It sucks. Godzooks, that sucks. I seriously can't believe this capture card, $78, and it has those kind of...
You chose to broke the law.
Now.
Live with the
HD60S.
consequences.
They copied the name of the Elgato. The Elgato's called the HD60S. This one's the Digit Now HD60S. Basically, what they're trying to do is fool people into thinking that they're the Elgato when they're not. 4K plus, 1080p, 60 frames. Or 4K HDMI, audio video capture, no lag pass-through for video recording, live streaming. Compatible with PS4, PS5 Pro, PS5, PS1, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Switch, your ass. Xbox 360. It actually says Xbox 360. That's remarkable. It says it's compatible with Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, Android 9 or later, Mac OS 10, 12 or later, and Linux. Elusive Shady, I think I did get your tip. I haven't shouted it out yet. Derek, you should watch the videos from earlier today if you want to know what happened. Jasper went like this on the capture device, and I think it broke finally, and that was the end of that. So this is $100. Digit Now. 61 ratings. It's a 4-star rating, which actually is a way more realistic rating. Let's take a look at this one. Let's look at these reviews. I might try this one. This one's cheap. $100, and I can return it. Oh, this one has 53% 5-star, 21% 4-star, 3% 3-star, and 23% 1-star stinko rating. Let me read a stinko. So you're looking for a device to record video, right? This product only required 3 cables, 1 HDMI from the source, 1 power cable, and a USB to your computer. But how do you record it? The product from the manual asks you to download open source software. Okay, fine, but it doesn't work. I tried MacBook Pro, 2 Windows laptops. The video quality is really bad because the open source software cannot let you set up 4K or at least better quality display. It relies on a USB cable connecting to another PC that's running Windows, Mac, or Linux, which is actually due to the open source tool, not because that device itself is that good. So if you already have a software to record the screen, why don't you use that? Blah 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 blah. It sounds like this person thought that they could just plug it like into their MacBook and get video without any software, right? That's what it sounds like to me. Like they didn't know you needed like OBS or something, so they didn't really understand it. Let me find another crap rating. With all the support that it claims to have, 1440p 144 hertz pass-through and PS5 support, it would lead you to work on PS5 20. But it's not the case. It only supports 1440p 60 hertz pass-through. That was a 1-star rating. See all reviews. I'm only doing 60 hertz for the record. I can only record at 60 hertz, right?
$110.09 from PayPal.
Does not work with 4K video at all. Although this is advertised to work with 4K video, the stream that is passed through to the USB cable is not 4K. I'm trying it with a TiVo Stream 4K. It's plugged directly into this device with no additional cables. I have verified that the display settings on the TiVo device are set to 4K, but the resolution of the video feed coming from the capture is only 1080p at best. I have tried several different methods of trying to capture, but I keep getting the same resolution. So this person is basically saying they just can't get it to work 4K at all. Huh.
Business related, I still have it.
You know, I might try this one. This is called the Digit Now HD. Here we go. And if I order now, comes Friday. I might give it a shot. And all these I can return. Yeah, eligible for return, refund, or replacement within 30 days of receipt. All right. And I'm not even spending $200 here tonight. All right. So now if people say I'm not covering all the bases, I mean, geez, you guys are jerks. So here's what we're doing. I'm ordering 2 replacement capture devices that say they work with Windows 8 right on them. They're both shipping Prime, and they're both coming Friday, according to this. They're both coming on Friday, okay? Now, in addition, I've got a device coming from a fan who's going to be shipping me, what's it called? They're going to be shipping me the AverMedia Live Gamer Portable 2 Plus, which I actually saw listed and actually has high ratings. That one also works with Windows 8. However, they're going to ship it tomorrow, first thing, and they can't guarantee, it's going to be here in a day, maybe a couple days. But they're going to do it as quick as possible. They said they're going to ship it. Okay? So there you go. So we're going to try it. I'm going to buy this. I'm going to buy these 2 capture devices. One is the Digit Now HD. And then this one is this one doesn't even have a name. It's just the HDMI video capture card. This is the Magic card, I'm going to call it. The Magic card. And if they suck, they suck. And I can just return them, no problem. All right? All right. I'm going to buy these. Now, hold on. Wait a minute. How do I pay for these? Oh, I actually have to pay for them? Oh, shit. Well, I don't know if about that then. Nah, okay. Here we go. Pay with it here. Okay. I'm going to try this. Wait, what happened? There. I clicked on that. Use this payment method. Right? Okay. It's being weird. It claims they'll both come Friday. Why are there 2 options that both say free Prime delivery? What? Why are they different? This is so weird. Yeah, okay. So these are supposed to come Friday. All right. Place your order. Yes, that's the proper thing. Place your order. Okay. So, a fan is sending me a replacement card that may be here before Friday. Worst case scenario, I got 2 capture cards coming Friday. Okay? Worst case. All right? We'll see what happens. Okay? Now, I got a $1.20 tip from Elusive Shady. Says, here's a little bit to help you out. I know it's not much. Thank you, Elusive Shady. Every little bit helps. Again, thank you. I know that I was supposed to be putting out gaming for you guys tonight. I didn't get to do that. That sucks. Right? It is what it is. All right. And one more thing. Shout out to Bojangles asking if I'm drunk. No, I'm not. And Donnie Watts became a member tonight. Thank you to Donnie Watts for the membership. All right. So listen up. Here's what we're doing tomorrow. This is quite interesting. All right. I have some interesting things that I'd like to do with you all tomorrow since I can't capture any gameplay. There's 2 things I would like to do with you all tomorrow on stream. Okay? Apparently, I'm being told I'm getting a Windows 10 key. I don't know how. I didn't get one, so I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have a Windows 10 key here. I don't know what you mean, Scarface. Anyway, so here's what's going on tomorrow. All right? No gameplay. I can't do any gameplay. What am I going to do? Right? So here's the deal. 2 ideas for tomorrow's streams. Tuesday. It's my last consecutive streaming day of the week. Wednesday, I'm off. All right? Idea number 1, all right, and this will be an interesting idea. There was something you guys suggested to me months ago, and you said, when will you have time to do this? And I said, I honestly don't know when I'll have time to do it, but I'd like to do it. And, excuse me, it's disgusting. I don't know if when I was going to have time to do it. All right. But now I think we have some time to do
money.
it.
I really do. I need that money
so,
to pay my bills.
During my closet clean out event that I did over the summer, you guys watched me open up all my bins and see all the shit that I had in there. Okay? And one of the bins, I actually found something that shocked me. Not only did I find all of my external hard drives from back in the day, I actually found a power adapter that seems to work with them. So, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, I think what we will do after the Level 1 podcast, we will go through the external hard drives, and we are going to dive into the DSP archives. We are going to see, what do I have on those hard drives? How far back did they go? Do we have hidden playthroughs that have never been uploaded, like Dante's Inferno? Do we have the missing playthroughs that are gone? Final Fantasy 13, the original Red Dead Redemption, the original LA Noire, right? All those original videos that were lost to time because people hacked those channels. The original Suicide Kings. That could all be on there. But we have to go through those hard drives. I don't know what's on them. We have a ton of them, and a lot of them aren't labeled. I didn't start labeling them until like a year or two that I lived here. So I think they're labeled from like 2014, 2015 on, right? But I don't have any of the older ones labeled. So I literally have no clue what's on those. Until we look at them, we will never know. So what I can do is I can set up OBS to capture from my video program that plays, and we can open videos and see what they are and see what playthroughs we've got, and maybe watch them back together, like do a little bit of, kind of improv reacting to the old videos that's on there. And if we can find the old playthroughs, that'd be great, because then I could separate them out, and eventually I could possibly re-upload those missing videos to YouTube. They've been gone for like a long ass time, right? Again, Final Fantasy 13, Red Dead Redemption 1, the Suicide King series, the original LA Noire are all gone. And there's other ones too. I know for a fact, like I said, the original Dante's Inferno playthrough and those things, gone. They were just missing. Okay? So I guess we'll see. That's one idea I have for tomorrow. Okay? Here's the other idea I have. Just on curiosity's sake, we can see if we can get this intensity shuttle from 2012, 2011. It's only 720p, but we can at least see if it works, right? We plug it in, we can dick around with it.
What do I
do? Get it to do anything. And if it works, great. 720p backup device. So when is this happening? Tomorrow. The first stream tomorrow will be the Level 1 podcast, like usual. And then after that, I'm going to dive into the hard drives. We're going to go and we're going to start plugging them in. Hopefully they still work. We don't even know. We have to see. Plug them in, USB, the power. See if they run. If they run, great. Try to access them. They're probably slow as dirt. They're so old, right? And then see if I can capture, because I think I can get set up OBS to capture from my video software. You play a video, opens up on your computer. I'm pretty sure I can get OBS to capture that. Worst case, I could just capture a screen. I could capture a monitor feed, right? And so we can see what's on. That could be half the stream. That you want to mess with this, we can mess with this and see if this works, right? No, I did not see an EVGA XR1 Lite capture card. That didn't even pop up on Amazon. Nope, didn't show up. Jared Jackson says, if you can salvage your original Red Dead Redemption playthrough, I'll die. I was in middle school when you played it. I'm 23 now. Maybe. Listen, I recorded everything to those hard drives, and I saved them. I never threw out a hard drive. It's a matter of, did they all make it over here when I moved? And do they still work? That's really the two questions. Let's see what happens. It could be, listen, no matter what, it's going to be a chill day. It sucks I can't play games. It doesn't mean we can't do anything, right? So let's do this. Let's mess around. Let's see what's on those hard drives. There could be a treasure trove of content. Who knows what's even on there? Maybe there's other shit on there I'm not even aware of, right? I don't know what's on there. Obviously, I'm going to watch it first. I'm not going to capture it. I'm going to watch it. Who knows what's on there, right? But anyway, and I don't want you seeing all those documentary about, the murders I used to commit in Connecticut and shit like that. You can't be, got to save that. And then the drug lab footage, that too, that's got to stay under wraps. And, that whole part when I recorded when I was working with the Russian spies, we can't do that either. But, you know. Anyway. And that's going to be tomorrow, all right? So tomorrow, we delve
I love
into
Hulk Hogan's dick.
the archives. The DSP archive stream tomorrow. Let's investigate. Oh, I'm on the FBI list now? Oh, excuse me. Of course, I was joking about all of that. None of that actually happened. But anyway, tomorrow we dive into the archives. We go into the hard drives. We see what's on them. All right? We try to figure that out. And then, if we want to, we could try to get this thing working as well. If it works, who knows? 10 years old, who knows if the drivers even fucking work anymore, right? But we could try. It claims it works with Windows 8. So we can give it a shot, see if it does 720p video. Interesting to have like an alternate capture device. I don't know what the fuck I would do with that, but you know, right? All right. We know what we're doing tomorrow. It's weird. It's wacky. It's different. It's certainly not what you would expect from a normal DSP stream. But I hope that you all enjoyed chilling with me for 2 hours. We got a fan sending a replacement item. I ordered 2 other items that may or may not work that are coming Friday. So hopefully the fan item will come first. The way I see it, tomorrow we got stuff to do. Wednesday I'm off anyway.
Fun.
If the fan capture device comes Thursday, beautiful. Then we can hook it right up and hopefully get it working right off the bat, and then we miss nothing. It's like we only missed 1 day. But if it doesn't come till like Friday, Saturday, yeah, now we're kind of pushing it. I guess we'll see. All right, Derek, you have a good night. I would like to say to everyone, thank you all for chilling with me here tonight. This could have been a shitty, annoying, very bad stream, but instead I had a good time kind of talking with all of you. I got all the trolls to shut up, which was good. I, slapped them around a little bit.
Thanks, Derek.
And we had a good time together, right? And I hope we'll see you tomorrow for another really weird random stream. It's going to be a weird one, okay? All right, guys, thank you so much. Good stuff. Until tomorrow. Awesome. Okay, I stopped recording. Yeah, guys, thanks. That's it. Like seriously, what a day. I didn't really do much today. I played an hour of games. I dicked around all day because I had nothing else to do. But I hope to see you tomorrow.
It's been pretty slow.
Archive stream. Jade says, you may see me tomorrow. I might be a little late. I don't know. It's all good. Jade, show up if you can, when you can. And if you don't feel good, it's all good, man. You don't have to worry about it, all right? You're not missing too much. HoboX says the EVGA card is only $70. It's a known brand, higher-end product. Has 4K pass-through. HoboX, if I'm capturing at 1080p, 60 frames per second, and my CPU, all right, is running at 95%, how exactly do you think I'm going to be running games at 4K? I'm just curious. How would this happen exactly? Are you telling me it's going to have less data in the 4K than the 1080p? Less?
What do I do?
Anyway. Oh, 4K pass-through since 4K to your TV. It only captures at 1080p. Yeah, but you are aware that 4K does 30 frames, right? You're aware of that. Anyway, I already bought 2 cards, and that are coming Friday, and we've also got this other card coming from a fan. So let's see what happens. All right, let's not go crazy here. I'm not buying 17 more cards. Okay, all right, guys. Thank you so much for a great night stream. It was a random one for sure. I wasn't expecting today to go like it did. Tomorrow, we're going to do the DSP archive stream where we dive into the archives of my files and we see what's on those hard drives, right? And then we'll also probably dick around with this if we have time and see if we get that to work. So it's going to be a random day, no gameplay, but it should certainly be fun. I'm excited to see if we can find the missing playthroughs. Back then, I only labeled the folders. I didn't label the video files. So I have no idea what I'm going to find, quite frankly. We're going to find out tomorrow live together, I guess, right? I guess so. It'll be an interesting experiment either way. All right. Guys, thank you so much. Please have a good evening, and thank you for understanding today. I'm sorry that today was such a weird-ass day with little to no gameplay. Hopefully tomorrow's better. All right, guys, thank you. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Peace out. You're supposed to be following the game, following the fun gameplay, and chilling and relaxing with me. Tiger, tiger, tiger,